What's up, guys? In this video I'm gonna talk to you guys about the gambling addiction that I had and how I got out of that situation of losing 20,000, and also just what I'm doing right now to know what I'm saying, rebuild my life and achieve financial freedom. My goal is to get financial freedom. I'm not gonna lie, I do want to get rich. I'm pretty sure, like, I would say 99% of people want to be rich, you know what I'm saying? There are probably some people out there who don't really want to be rich, but they just, you know what I'm saying, they're happy with just making a decent living, and there's just a few people who are just happy and comfortable living a regular life, and there's nothing wrong with that. So yeah, I do want to get rich, but I know before I even try to think that far, I gotta at least achieve financial freedom, which is me replacing my 9-to-5, or like just replacing a working job income. So when I was working, I was making about 2 to 3K a month. Usually when I got paid about 14 to 15 bucks an hour, this is like, I think 6 years ago, 14 to 15 bucks an hour, I was making about 500 to 600 a week, which was about like 2,200 a month. And then the highest paying job that I've had was about like 20 to 22 bucks an hour. I've had this one job that was paying up to $40 an hour, and now that position is called order selecting. If you guys are interested into like making lots of money but without going to school, a lot of people that I was working with in that warehouse was making like 3K a week, but it's the hardest grind ever, and I never touched 40 bucks an hour. I actually ended up getting fired after like 2 to 3 months. And around that time was a time where I started gambling again. So I started gambling at 21, and I lost like 10K between 21 and like 22, 23. I lost like 10K, and every time I lose 10K, whatever I'm doing, I usually just, you know what I'm saying, that's when like I kind of wake up out of whatever I'm doing. If I have an addiction to gambling, losing 10K just like wakes me out of it. I don't know why, I don't know what it is. Yeah, so I just be in that zone of just gambling, and I'm just like out of it, you know what I'm saying? Like, and then once I lose 10K is like usually where oh damn, like what the hell, like I just wake up, right, and realize what the hell I just did. So at like 23, after I lost like 10K, like a year later, I went back to gambling. And at this time, it was the time where I wasn't really working, and I was just kind of bored, and I was like, started thinking about going back to the casino, and I was telling myself I had to come up with a good strategy. So I came up with this one strategy. I was playing roulette that was only gonna like risk 100 bucks, and like, you guys know roulette, like, it's black or red. And so I told myself that I was gonna play the colors because it's 50-50. Then every time it hits a certain color, like say for instance, if it hits black like 5 times or 7 times in a row, then I would bet on the opposite color, because eventually it's gonna hit the other color, you know what I'm saying? So that was my strategy, and it was actually working pretty good. I started making money. I started becoming consistent, like very consistent. Every time I'll go in there, I was walking out with money. And then like my brain was like, damn, like I'm really just praying money like that, like, because every time I go in, play that strategy, and what I would do is I would double up every time I would lose. So after it hits like red, like black or red 7 times in a row, I would bet on the opposite color, and then every time I lose 8 times, 9 times, 10 times, just keep doubling up, and then eventually it's gonna hit the opposite color. Yeah, so comment down below if y'all play roulette and what y'all think about that strategy, man. Is it good or what? But it was working for me. I was making good money for like almost the whole entire month until I got greedy. So I got greedy and I went in there, like, just started making like $500 at a time. Like, I was making $200, $300, $500 at a time. Then I just started getting super greedy. Like, it was like that strategy was working so well that my brain, my mind, it started think like, bro, this gonna make me rich. You know what I'm saying? So I started going heavy. Like, I was in the casino for like 10 hours a whole entire day. I wasn't even working. And yeah, so then I wasn't even playing my strategy no more. I was gambling for real. Then I started placing bets on the numbers, and like just started doing the most and started saying, oh, this is my lucky number, and like just full effect gambling, you feel me? And before you know it, bro, I was in that hole for the longest. And there was only one time I do remember I made like $2,000 in one day, and the crazy part is it wasn't even enough. I literally went back to the casino that same day. Like, I was there, I think, like from the morning to like afternoon, made like 2K. I went home, I ate some food, and I was like, yeah, man, I'm about to go back, give me like make 5K today or something. Like, bro, I don't even know what the hell was going on in my head, but I was super delusional and really thought this was my way out, like literally, you know what I'm saying? And at that time, I wasn't like doing YouTube, I wasn't doing anything else, you feel me? But it actually could have made some good content, and I wish I would have started my YouTube channel then, bro. It would just been super lit, because I would have had gambling content, and just, like I'm saying, like how you could be up a lot of money and just lose it all, you know what I'm saying, and just never come back from it. So that was the second time, and yeah, that second time I lost like another 10K, and from there I just kind of like just stopped gambling and started looking for a job. Then yeah, I started looking for a job. Luckily I was in a city that had hella opportunities, hella jobs, so that's a good thing. So I had no issues finding a job. I got this one job, this one warehouse job. I was paying me $20 an hour, and I was like, man, this is gonna be perfect. Although it was a little far, I didn't care, because I wanted to just grind and make back some of the money that I lost. But before I could even make back the money that I lost, I had to pay some high interest loans, because when I was gambling, I took out some high interest loans to gamble with. But it wasn't too bad. It was only like 3 to 4K, but it's because the interest was so high, crazy. It was crazy high, so I needed to pay that off ASAP. Yeah, so this job came in clutch, because $20 an hour, going for overtime, I was getting paid like $30. You feel me? I started making like $900 to $1,000 a week, and although I could have got out of debt much sooner, I kind of just, like, you know what I'm saying, kept some of that money. Yeah, so I kept most of the money at the beginning and paid off my debt a little bit, until I realized like how much money I was really losing because of the high interest. So I was like, bro, I need to take care of this ASAP. So started working more hours and paid off that debt. And before I even got this job, I was actually super stressed out. I didn't have no idea how I was gonna get out of debt, and like I just didn't know what to do. And my rent at the time was like $1,300, so I was like, maybe I should just end my lease, which I did. And I ended up moving into like a smaller apartment, which was like $1,000 a month. So I'm saving like $400 a month. Yeah, so my other apartment was like $1,400 with utilities and everything. So I'm saving an extra $400 now. And so I almost went bankrupt, but yeah, so I just started working 7 days a week, started grinding hard, paid off my debt, then started saving money again. I was able to save like $20,000 in like 9 months, and after that I started getting super lazy. Like, I stopped showing up to work. Like, I just started slacking off. Then I got fired from that job, which I regret, bro. I low-key regret losing that job. Like, you don't be thankful for what you got until you lose it. But that was like one of the coolest jobs that I had. Every weekend they had overtime available. Yeah, so it was I would say like going in there was chill, but the work was like, it was hard labor because you were order selecting. So I was doing like order selecting before. Remember I told you I had a job that could pay up to $40 an hour. That was order selecting. It was in the freezer. So when I stopped going to that job, got fired from that job, I wanted another order selecting job because I already knew what to do and what to expect. But the only difference is that I did not want to work in the freezer. So this other job, I wasn't working in the freezer, and I was just like working in a regular temperature, which I was comfortable doing. I lasted about like 9 months there, so that's not too bad. My other job, I was only there for like 3 months. So after saving that $20K again, I saved up $20,000 once again. This time, I'm not going back to the casino. You know what I'm saying? I started thinking about businesses to start up. I was looking into Toro. That's around the time I started my YouTube channel as well. I was like, I'm gonna start my YouTube channel and I'm gonna start Toro. The reason why is because I started thinking like I gotta create multiple sources of income. So that was gonna be perfect because Toro is a easy side hustle, and then YouTube, I'm still not monetized, but at least I got started. You feel me? And with YouTube, it's all about timing. Like, the sooner you start, the more time you put into it. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna slowly grow, which is what's happening for me. And I'm so glad I did start my channel, because, man, so I'm close to getting monetized. I can't wait to get monetized. But yeah, so now I'm just focused on creating multiple sources of income. And yeah, so Toro is one. I only got one car right now, but I want to scale up to having multiple cars. And then YouTube gonna be my second one when I do get monetized and stuff like that. But yeah, and I was doing deliveries like Amazon and Grubhub orders, but soon I do want to go back to a warehouse just to stack up and be able to you know what I'm saying, just move faster with everything that I'm trying to do. So once I go back to a warehouse job, I'll be able to make $3K a month from the job, and then try to make $2K from Toro, so that's $5K. Then try to save up and stack up and start a vending machine business, so I can get to a point where I can basically replace my warehouse job income and then go fully into just learning the stock market, trading. I am going to be investing as well. That's something else I'm going to be doing to grow my wealth. Investing, Toro, YouTube, and everything else I could think of, like vending machine. Yeah, so those are the things I'm going to be doing to grow my wealth. So you guys subscribe to the journey. Do me a favor, you feel me? I appreciate y'all. But yeah, that's my plans. That's my goals. Once I get to like making $5K a month, I should be able to scale up everything else faster, and just, know what I'm saying, be able to focus on what I want to do. I'm gonna have a lot of time, because then I'm not worried about, how am I gonna make money? Like, I gotta go to work and this and that. You feel me? I can just actually focus and lock in on what I want to do. And yeah, so that's what I want to do, guys. I'm gonna catch you guys in the next one. Peace.